Hi guys, welcome to HIRA. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you haven't, please why not? Thank you. Okay, so that's a very interesting topic we have today. Um, but before we go into the things I do not do for my husband, I want you guys to watch this video because the video is like our main talk today. Okay, all right, so
A few weeks ago, I said I don't do my husband's laundry, and a lot of people are saying, whoa, 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 those are small acts of kindness. Why wouldn't you want to do that for your partner? But here's the thing small acts of kindness that are mostly domestic labor just add up to work at the end of the day. So here's a list of things that I don't do for my husband. You all know I don't do his laundry. He can do that himself. I do my laundry, and we do the kids' laundry, but he does his own. I don't cook dinner. He cooks dinner every single night. I do breakfast and lunch for us and our kids. I don't pack him a lunch. If he's hungry, he'll figure out what he's going to eat for lunch the same way that I do. I don't make his doctor's appointments because guess what? He's not making mine. Would it be kind of me to do that? For sure. Is it my job? Absolutely not. I want him to be healthy, but he's a grown ass man and he can book his own appointments, right? There's a lot of things that I don't do for my husband. I don't schedule his haircuts. I don't pack his clothes for vacation. Right? I don't do those things. I don't buy him new underwear when it's got holes in it. All of those are things that he's a grown man and he can do himself. Can I do small acts of kindness for him? Of course I can. And I do. I see a vinyl that I think he's going to like because he's creating a vinyl collection. I buy it. I'm at the store and I see something that I think he might enjoy eating. I buy it. I find a new non-alcoholic beer that he wants to try out. I buy it. Right? Those are small acts of kindness. Doing his laundry, cooking him dinner, making him lunch, booking his doctor's appointments, all those things, that's domestic labor. Those are chores. Those are not acts of kindness. Do I do them occasionally when he's working a lot? Of course. Do I cook dinner sometimes when he's had a really long day? Of course. But me not doing that does not mean that I don't show him love or kindness. They're different things. It is not my job as a wife, it is not in my job description to do all the domestic labor as small acts of kindness to my partner and receive nothing in return. I agree with this commenter. If it's going both ways, fantastic. But oftentimes, domestic labor, especially when you have children, adds up. And so, no, I am not my husband's personal secretary or his personal assistant. I am none of those things. I am his partner, I am his equal, and I do not have to do things to cater to him and serve him at all times to be kind and loving for him.
okay, so what I want to talk about from that video, like why I'm really doing this, is not really to tell you what I do for my husband or not, is to say I really agree with most of the things she said in regards to in regards to certain things that another human being, an adult human being, should be able to do for themselves. And I think I've always had that argument in my head, and I'm like, why would you give someone else so much power to say you cannot do certain things for yourself? Now, please, I'm not talking about their marriage or what they do or what they don't do. What I'm talking about here is that they are really human beings and no joke. She said the littlest thing as booking your doctor's appointment, booking your own haircut. Yes, there are some adult people that are so interesting like that. Like how? This is not about your wife or anything, for your own self. You grew up, you went to primary school, secondary school, or you were sure growing from being a baby, toddler. Even guy wants to help me in the house, like, and then there are people who literally cannot do anything for themselves. And then you now gonna marry a wife like this auntie. Well, you will not even marry her type because I'm very sure because she has said you are an adult person. You should be able to do the certain things for yourself. And sincerely, this has nothing to do with being a wife. Again, that I've not gotten to that point. I will, but what I'm saying is you should be able to just do certain things for yourself. There's nothing wrong in you learning how to cook. It will not kill you. It is like a survival skill. How is it hard for you to learn how to cook the food that you will eat to take care of your own self? You didn't go to university, Abi. How are you doing it? Like, do you understand? And this is not just for men. There are some women. Oh my good lord! Like human beings, how can you not just take good care of yourself? Why would you allow yourself to get to a point where people now doing shakara? And I'm going back to ordinary cooking. She even mentioned do your laundry. What is the problem? Now, please, I have not entered the marriage yet too. I'm talking generally now. Seriously, you should be able to help yourself because really these things are skills you should learn. It is not a oh, okay, I feel like doing, I don't know. It's not, that's not the talk. The talk is be able to take care of yourself, be able to do certain things for yourself. And I think that by the time you're able to do these things for yourself, whether you're in a position to allow, or if you're in a position to allow someone to do it for you, or someone decides they want to help you, that's a bonus, that's a plus. But it's not that somebody will not start doing you shakara banza because you cannot do certain things that you should be able to do for yourself. These ones are called survival skills. It's not a joke. So you should be able to learn to take care of yourself, whether it's booking your appointments. I really, some examples she was using, I'm like, really, there are people who can't do that for themselves. And sadly, yes. So you should be able to do certain things for yourself and not wait for another person to do them for you. And again, another interesting part is she kept saying something about what we are partners. I am not, you're my equal. Kiniko, kiniko. Now, I try to look for, because I don't know the person. I saw her this clip on Matt Walsh's blog. That was where I saw it. But he did not quote, like, when you put, no, he didn't do that. He just like kind of picked on the listener, retweeted and made his comment. So I really do not know who that person is. But when somebody starts saying we are equal, we are not partner, we are equal, kiniko, kiniko, yes, I will not, like, God made all of us equal. But you see, in this journey of marriage, it's a different talk entirely. And as a child of God, as a Jesus speaking, you know that your own standard of life, of living, is different from what the world has prescribed or proscribed, any which one the English follow. You understand? So going back to where she now said, and sincerely, I really do not have a problem with her video. I'm not going to lie. Now, the other issue I had with the video was the way she was saying it. There's something about when you like somebody, you just want to do things for them, right? You just want to, it's like it's like when you love God, you just want to go to church, you just want to spend time in the word, you want to pray, not necessarily because you want to ask God for something, just that you want to learn, you want to know God, you want to do things, well, you might say technically or not, for God, so to speak, like serve in church, just do things that would, because you love God. It's like that's just it. Because you love God, you just want to do it, and you're not waiting for God. I just said that's why sometimes this transactional relationship that people try to do with Christ and say, if I do this, God will do this. Yes, there are some principles to certain things happening, but I think our relationship with God should be beyond the things we can get or not get. And again, unbelievers get as much, even not much more than the things you get. In fact, if there's anything you've been called to life of persecution, because people hated Jesus. They are going to hate you. They're going to call you names. They're going to throw things at you. But somehow you are for the soft life Jesus baby. Ah, auntie, uncle, it's not like that though. So these are things that you would ordinarily do because you love someone, right? But what she now said to say, and I've entered the marriage. What she now said to say things like, we're equals, we're partners, and you should be able to do his laundry, you should be able to do this thing. Oh, I can do acts of kindness, but I can buy him something, I can buy him that, I can do this for him. But somehow, I cannot do his laundry if it looks like it's a domestic duty. Sure, these Igbo people, I really do not understand that part. Like, no, let me know these Igbo people. Some people really, I really do not understand. Like, she's okay buying, going and seeing things and buying for him and doing other things, but somehow, she now equates maybe doing laundry or whatever it is for him as not being an act of service. We're not equals. He's an adult. And I like that you just stuck in it. Gimme. Well, what I'm saying is, I feel, I don't know. Of course, it's working for them. She's married to the person, and obviously, with what some other people who probably know her and follow her say it works for them and it's fine. Yeah, it's really, really okay. And to me, generally, I didn't see a problem with what she was saying, that everybody should be able to take care of themselves. But my problem would then be how she was saying it. Now, I think she was also reacting to another. She had done a prior video. Now, because I told you guys, I tried finding her, I did not see her because there was no name or anything to attach, and nobody mentioned the name. So I would have seen the video she first made to say, okay, these are the things I do not do for my husband. But this one obviously looks like she was being more defensive and asserting that I will not do it for him because he's an adult, it's a this, is a that, we are partners or equal. And again, she makes mention of he's not doing it for me, right? So now it just takes me to the to where I'm going to, is that if you love somebody, right? If you genuinely, and I love the Bible for one thing, I love what God said even about submission. And again, submission is us submitting to one another, right? And then it says for the husband to love his wife as Christ loves the church, and for the wife to submit to the husband as she submits to Christ, right? But one thing, and I keep saying this as often as I can, is that these actions are not dependent on each other. And even as a human being, I know sometimes it's easy for us to be kind to people who are kind to us, to be good to people who are good to us, to be submissive to probably husbands who are very generous to us, who are kind to us, who treat us with so much respect, which is very awesome. And I think and I believe that's what God wants. But again, God wants it in a situation whereby Jamila can be respectful and Jamila can be submissive, even when the husband is not being loving as Christ loves the church. So it's an independent thing. But she was like, oh, he doesn't do it. Why would I do it when he doesn't do it for me? Now, I really, as I said, I do not have a problem with majorly the things she said. I think my concern mostly was how she was saying it. Like, this is your husband. Like, I know you're trying to tell us something. You're trying to say, oh, I do not do this for him. He should do it by himself. Kiniko, kiniko. Fair point. But how do you say that about somebody you love? Really? I'm not judging, no, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, that was the only problem. Sincerely, that was my major problem with the whole video. Uh, you taking care of yourself, good point, good view, but the way she was going on and on about it, me, I'm Kiniko, you're not doing it to me, you're not doing back and forth. I'm like, okay. Until I see you guys on my next video, bye bye. Thank you for watching.